So here I got my snap circuits electronics again, and yep, I'm gonna show you some more stuff it can do. And yeah, may talk about some stuff in the chat and all that stuff. Okay, so here's the fan again, and it's currently completely off. Like, it's not even on at all. So yeah, it's not even on at all. So the circuit's not even on at all. Okay, so my cord is right here, and this plugs into that power supply, and we'll turn the circuit on, but it's not on right now. Okay, so I just let the power supply cool off for a moment. Alright, it's plugged in, power is on, but the circuit board itself is off. And the lights here are on, power, and and it's, yeah, the net power is on, but the circuit is still off. So yeah, by the way, I'm going to demonstrate how this works. So for any of you who are new, this is a light controlled fan. So this here is a photoresistor. This here is a light controlled switch, basically. Well, it's like a variable resistor varied by light, and this varies by sound, but apparently it doesn't work too well in this application because it detects even the tiniest sounds, and it's hard to get the fan to stop running. Okay, so yeah, the fan is a 4-blade fan, and I also put this fan on sometimes with this motor here. Yeah, this fan is less powerful though. Well, it blows less wind, but it has a much higher RPM. Yeah, this fan runs slower, but it blows a lot more wind. Here's the buffer circuit. This here's like a snap rover. Yeah, and I'm just using it. I just borrowed it and added it to the circuit. There's another fan right there. And there's another fan right there too. It's an air blower. And yeah. So there's the buffer circuit right there. So the circuit so I'm gonna activate the circuit now. Give it a go. There we go. Now power on. As you can see, the buffer is running too, and there's a yellow LED. Hello there, Xander. Hi there. Thanks for joining. Here we got the snap circuit's buffing system. There's a fan there. There's 3 fans in this circuit, actually. So here the fans will run when the light, when the... Oh, what am I doing? This is an electronic system. That's what this is. Yeah, that's what this is. Okay. So yeah, there's 2 fans here. Oh, I'm good. Thanks. Thanks. So yeah, this circuit has 3 fans, and fans run when the light contacts the photoresistor. Photoresistor is right here, and the light is here. So once I contact the photoresistor, watch this. So the speed of the fan can be changed based on how much light is coming in. So yeah. And here, meanwhile, we got the light tunnel. It looks like it goes down forever, almost. Yeah, the fans will run when the light hits the photoresistor. And watch what will happen if I replace the photoresistor with a microphone. I was saying it detects even the smallest sounds. So watch what would happen. Right. Photoresistor. It's not working here for some reason. This microphone. And I have the polarity reversed. That might be the problem here. Okay. Yeah, thanks. Thanks. Yeah. I like snap circuits. Watch this. See how it detects even the smallest sounds. I just plugged it in. That's all it is. It detects the smallest sounds in the air. We got an outage now. That's what we have. This microphone detects the smallest sounds in the air. Oops, so once I unplug the microphone, the power comes back. Yep, we got it. It's back. Oh, hi there, Morato 6501. Hi there. How you doing? You good? Okay, I'm gonna put the photoresistor back. Oh, uh-huh. From Turkey? Hmm. There was there was like some kind of alien enemy I was targeting that was from Turkey. Yeah, weird coincidence. You know that person? Because you're, oh, yeah, from Asmar, I think, or something like that. Okay, so, oh, hi, Darkworm 777. You're wondering what the circuit is. This is a snap circuits. It's an electronics board. This whole thing is snap circuits and it's powered by a wall outlet. By the way, if I did use batteries here, if I put batteries in here and shut that power supply off. Oh, what is this? This is a snap circuits. Hi there, Casey Turley 8464. Oh, what is this? This is a snap circuit. Yeah, that's what this is. Yeah, this is a snap circuit. Yeah, it's a photoresistor. It's a fan controlled by light. Exactly. That's right. But the problem is, there's not enough energy here to power this fan. I gotta cool down this power supply. Well, the problem is the power supply is just overloaded. That's the problem. Alright, power's back on. Let's check this out. Alright, photoresistor goes into light. Watch this. Yeah, we get outages in the circuit. If I were to put batteries in there, I wouldn't get outages like that so easily. The batteries don't have such sensitive regulators like that. Yeah. So yeah. None of my moderators are here today for some reason. One of my moderators is one of my friends from Warren, Ohio. I live in South Bend, Indiana, by the way. Yeah. So, yeah, I've gone through Ohio to go to Pennsylvania and to film, like, radio towers and all that stuff. I filmed radio towers in Ohio. They're on my channel. Yeah, they're like oldest videos on my channel. So there we got the buffer. You got the fan there and the, yeah. Oh yeah, radio towers. Yeah, radio towers are pretty cool. Yeah, I like to film the lights on the radio towers. I always like flashing lights. Like, for example, on this circuit, yeah, I like to film flashing lights. Yeah, it's so cool, you know. The radio towers usually flash white at day and red at night. They usually don't flash like any different colors or anything. Yeah, I'm gonna cut the power here for a moment so I can cool down this power supply and get it to reset for a moment. So I'm going to go on an overview how this works. So this is a type of transistor called the NPN transistor, and in order to have current passing through here and in order to allow current through so the fan will spin, there has to be a current applied at the base right here. Yeah. So there has to be a current applied to the base. But when the photoresistor is in the dark, it completely shuts off the current flow to the base of the transistor. And when there's no current flow to the base of the transistor, no current goes through here either, and no current because the transistor is like a three-way switch. It's activated by current on one side, and that activates current going through here. It's like a switch. Yeah, it's a switch. It's electronically activated switch. That's what it is. Yeah, and that's the switching mechanism in there. So it clicks. It kind of clicks or something like that. Yeah. I'm not sure. I'm not even sure if that clicking is from the motor or from the transistor. I'm not sure. I don't even know if transistors do click. It might just be solid state. It's probably all just solid state switching. And so yeah. And this photoresistor, the amount of light it allows the circuit, will the amount of light it allows, the amount of electricity that allows the base, based on how much light goes in the photoresistor, will control how fast the fan spins. So I can reset the power now. Here we go, and the circuit is back up. So there it is. And the problem with this power supply is that it's been known for cutting out power so easily because of how the if there's too much current load, then it will cut the power out. But I can put the photoresistor back in the light now. And next I can try flashing light. So I'm going to put it on flash right here. Alright. There we go. There we go. That's pretty cool. So I think a transistor is like a. So the reason why this power supply is overheating is because there's too much current load. Yeah. So I put this fan to make so the load that the fan makes that heats up the power supply, the fan will cool itself. So it'll basically pay back the power supply. But apparently that's not working well enough. Yeah, lots of flashing lights. Cool. So since the flashing lights have different intensity, the flashing light changes in intensity as it flashes, I can change the fan speed rapidly. Watch this. And that's based off of the changing light. Check that out. It's pretty cool. I can also change the flash rate. I can change it to smooth. This. Yeah, I know, it is cool. Alright, I'm gonna put it on smooth. Let's see if I can get it. Alright. Alright, it's on smooth now. There it is. Should vary the speed accordingly. So once it changes in color, like it changes to a whitish color, then it speeds up faster. We got an outage again. But guess what? The intensity of light controls whether this light flashes or not. Alright, I'm gonna cut the power again. I'm gonna change back to white. Alright, we're back in white again. Alright, so we're out of the club setting now. Yeah. Even with it dark in a club setting, the fan will still, it'll still cut the power of the circuit. So yeah. Yeah, this is basically like a club with the flashing lights made by Snap Circuit. Yeah, that's what this is. So yeah, how would I reduce the load? Well, I could replace the motor with one. Well, I could replace the fan type with a different one, like this one, for example. This one has like a fan that blows less wind, but it has a higher RPM, so it should have a less load. Yeah, and I guess I'll turn the club back on again with the flashing lights. Yeah. So this here is how I can reduce the load, or I could cut off one of the fans. One of the fans. Yeah. So there's the fans, they run when the light turns on, but I could cut one of them off. Like I could remove that wire. I could remove this motor and then just leave the wire there and let that fan run instead. Yeah. The thing is, I used to have a circuit like I used to build this. I built a circuit like this twice, and I took it apart again. Then I rebuilt it for this video, and I rebuilt it to tinker around with, even when I was not making the video. And yeah, before I used to run off batteries. There was no power supply to cut. Well, there was no load restriction to cut the power whenever there's a load, except for the load restrictor in the battery, like that thing there. It's not as sensitive. It's way less sensitive than the load restrictor in the power supply. Like, it won't cut off the load as easily. So because of that, the transistor got really hot. Like, it has its own cooling vents, but the transistor would get really hot. And because I ran it like all the time in the car, especially, I ran it on hot days and all that stuff. And every time the hot sun come out, the photoresistor would come and activate the fan and stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna turn the power back on. But since it's winter time now, I don't need it for a hot day, so I can just connect it to my electronics lab, connect it to my electronic system, and yeah. All right, power is restored. So let's check this out, see if this reduced load is good. So here's a reduced load. So you notice the fan spins faster, but it doesn't blow as much wind as this one does. It doesn't have as much air resistance because the blades are like shorter. Well, they're not as wide, yeah, and they're thinner, and yeah. Hi there, Logistica Abba. Um, that's your username. Hello there. How you doing? Okay, so apparently the reduced load did work. Let's try it again. Let's run it for longer. Oh, this fan is dead here. It doesn't work. It still runs even with the lights off. That's because it's less load than this one. The blade is lighter and all that stuff. It's still running. Both of the fans are running. But that power supply is working overtime. It's working so hard that they cannot even power the lights right now. It's probably getting really hot too. The fan is not enough to cool it now because it's very slow right now. Hi Gustavo. What exactly does that mean? What exactly does that mean? Um, so yeah, this is what's become of the circuit when it's undergone an outage. So I'm gonna cut the power again. So that way it'll give the power supply a rest for a moment. So it can reset and cool down a bit. The thing's really hot right now. It's super hot. like there's holes in the back that cool this power supply, but that fan is not enough to cool it right now. It's been working so hard that the power supply is just so hot because it consists of a transformer and resistors. So yeah, those resistors get the hottest because resistors are like a load, like and it create heat out of electricity. So yeah. I'm going to turn the circuit back on and let's see if this will work again. Alright, power on, power restored. Just take a look at those blades. That air fountain has blades in it, see that? See the blades in the air fountain? They turn whenever I click the photoresistor. We're having an outage again, apparently. I should have set it to club mode so it could flash and then at least have less load on this fan. Well, it could at least allow less current to go so the fan wouldn't have to spin so fast. Well, it would vary because it's flashing like nuts. So it'd be flashing like many different colors like this. Then, yeah. So we've undergone an outage, so I'm going to reset the circuit so that way this power supply can cool off. I gotta cool off that power supply. So I just sucked air through it to get rid of that hot air out of the power supply. That should work well. Power restore. There we go. Alright, now we got the whole flashes on. There we go. So I don't know what that was, Gustavo. I don't know what you meant by typing nonsense. What's Euro? It's URUWIRUJR equals and times and ampersand. Weird. I really hope you're not one of those goon squads. Those MMS have been spamming everyone's chats. I don't have any moderators out right now, so if you were a part of them, I had to block you myself. I know Travis Glanton is one of my moderators, and also ETG and well, not ETG yet, but I got Washer Gaming Boys, one of my moderators, and I also got one of my subscribers as a moderator. There's also a moderator from a fishing channel called Paul Outdoors TV. He's been targeted like crazy by those MMs. The whole goon squad of them. They have been spamming his chats, yeah. And they decided to come to my chats because I'm against their cult and all that stuff, yeah. They're saying things like, give me your fish and all that stuff. One of them came to my chat and then was like, oh, give me your fish, I want your fish now. Yeah, it's just nuts. I don't know when these people will ever stop. Apparently the weather chats have gone quiet lately, yeah. Okay, so we got a color LED here. and a green LED flashing with it. So the color LED, the microcircuit in the color LED makes the green LED flash. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna activate the fan again. Let's see what happens. The variable speed again. Got an outage. Yeah, this circuit is dying, so I think I'm probably gonna end the stream now, or soon at least. I'm gonna take this out of club mode now. Alright, back to normal white like it was. We got a power outage here for the circuit. Yeah. And by the way, I wanted to show you these cool tunnels. This is one of the things that's been making all this flash and glitter and all that cool stuff. Check that out. It appears like it goes down for a really long distance. Like it's like a tunnel for somewhere far away or something like that. And the tunnel like very long. It has lights. That's what it looks like. I know one of my friends on YouTube named Textify has been making videos about tunnels like that. Like underground tunnels are like super long tunnels on another planet. They're called like the backrooms tunnels or whatever. Backrooms, the long tunnel or something like that. Yeah, it's on another planet or something like that. And it has all these side doors that connect to all these side rooms and all that stuff. Like these side chambers or other planets. Yeah, and they have monsters. Yeah, but the light tunnel here, it does look like a long tunnel, but it has flashing lights and there's no side doors here. There's no doors at all here. And this one doesn't flash, and guess why? Because the circuit. Oh, Darkworm 777. Yeah, it does have less torque, indeed. The fan does have less torque. The new fan. So yeah, this is what a light tunnel looks like. Yeah, there it is. I know there's nothing protruding out the back. It's completely like reflection effect. That's what it is. So I don't think I'm going to end the stream soon. It's still going well. The circuit is pretty cool. And so here's what happens when I shut the power off completely to the light tunnel. Now it still looks like a tunnel. Well, barely. You can just barely see the tunnel. Now I'm going to turn the light on. There we go. It's on. Yeah, the tunnel is on now. Okay, I'm gonna reactivate that fan. By the way, put this light tunnel back over here, so that way its wires don't obscure the fan rotation. Alright, time to spin her up. Oops, we had another outage again. Gotta shut this off. Yeah, in the meantime, I'm going to show you some of my other circuits. So here we got the alarm system. Yeah, we got all these lights here. Then we got the power supply for the alarm, for my alarm system. That's a separate power supply than this, by the way. But it runs off the same strip. Then we got this. There it is. This is insulation because it's super, super cold out there. So I'm going to reactivate the circuit. There it is. It's back. Alright, I'm going to turn it on, turn the fans on again. Let's see how it goes. So yeah, that actually ran pretty well. Oh, we got an outage. I think I'll end the stream now. Alright, so yep, it's been great. Goodbye everyone. Thanks for watching and thanks for the likes. Thanks a lot. And have a good day everyone. I'm ending now.